Hey, what is going on YouTube? Ronan here. Today I wanted to talk about DCV or Destiny Content Vault. DCV is a way for Bungie to free up some space in Destiny 2. When Beyond Light comes out this September 22nd, Destiny will remove 4 planets from its directory, including Mars, Titan, Mercury, and Io. This will remove the Red War campaign and Warmind and Curse of Osiris campaigns as well. Bungie also stated that strikes on these planets will also move to the Destiny Content Vault. Crucible and Gambit maps are the only exception. Bungie isn't just going to remove stuff from the game, they're going to add stuff back from the past. When Beyond Light is released, Bungie is going to add Cosmodrome back into the game. This also includes all the strikes that take place on the Cosmodrome. I'm assuming with these strikes coming back, we'll get reprised Nightfall loot from Destiny 1. In Year 4, Bungie is also going to bring back the OG raid Vault of Glass. Again, I'm assuming that we're going to get all the loot from Vault of Glass, including the exotic Vex Mythoclast. This is how the director will look like after the fall expansion is released. Should you worry about Bungie removing older content? Well, not really, because of weapon sunsetting. The old armor and weapons will be irrelevant in the new expansion. If you want to learn more about weapon sunsetting, I'll leave a link to the TWAB down below in the description. Bungie will continue to remove less played content after every annual expansion. This way, Destiny can be an evolving world and can work on newer content instead of focusing on older content. It'll make it easier for Bungie to make patches for the game and fix bugs. I am totally fine with Bungie bringing back old content as long as it's not coming in the way with newer content. That's all the information I have on Destiny Content Vault. I try to make it as short and simple as possible, but if I missed any information out, please let me know down in the comments below. Make sure to like and subscribe to stay up to date with all my latest content. I hope you all enjoyed, and I will see you in the next one.
But to deliver these big content beats each and every year and keep building on top of our seasonal experiences while making technological leaps forward, we also need to make some big changes to the way we treat some of our older legacy content.
The stuff that maybe is getting a little long in the tooth that you're not really looking at and playing anymore. You're not.
Destiny 2 is a huge game. We have 9 destinations, 40 story missions, 54 adventures, 42 lost sectors, 17 strikes, 31 PvP maps, 7 raids, and hundreds of game systems that layer on top of that. I could go on, and I probably screwed up one of those numbers. The fact is, the game is too large to efficiently update and maintain. We're on track to be like 115 gigabytes on PlayStation alone, and our updates to the game are huge, and we're starting to reach the limits of our ability to patch.
We don't want to start over from scratch and build a sequel. And in order to make a sequel, we would have to stop supporting Destiny 2. Like, it would effectively go dark.
You know, we talked about a single evolving world, not multiple evolving worlds, but a single evolving world. And we don't want people to have to start over. We don't want to have that loss of continuity with our game systems and our communities and all the players together.
We don't want to put another number on the box. So instead, here's our plan. Each year, just as a new expansion comes out, we're going to cycle older, less actively played activity and destination content out of the live game and into what we're calling the Destiny Content Vault, the DCV. Moving content into this vault is going to allow us to add support for D2 for years, including Beyond Light, the Witch Queen, and Lightfall. This vault is also going to allow us to take content from Destiny 1, do some work on it, get it ready to come back into the Destiny 2 ecosystem. So we're not just going to be taking stuff away, we're also going to be going into the classic vault and kind of bringing some stuff back or unvaulting activity and destination content each year.
Thinking about the greatest hits of Destiny, right? Like, what are the new tracks we can lay down? What's something from the past that was like pretty cool that could be made even better if it existed today? And what does that look like?
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff that there's a lot of awesome stuff that the team has built over the 6 years of making Destiny, and that Destiny 2 players totally have missed out on. Like, later this year, Destiny 1's Cosmodrome is coming back this fall as a selectable destination. Its 3 strikes are also going to come back during Season 12 and Season 13, and part of the awesome thing here is a bunch of players haven't played Sepix. Sepix was the strike from the beta way back in like summer 2014. It is the oldest,
like the definitive like original strike that we felt like hit the right notes
Yeah,
in Destiny 1, right? And we left all that behind when we made Destiny 2, and we're saying, like, we don't want to do that again. Well, let's not do that again, but let's also reach into the past and, like, bring it into the present.
There's a lot of great content in our past, and maybe this year we'll see a classic raid come back. I think it'd be pretty amazing this year to see the Vault of Glass kind of unvaulted and returned in front of players. Like, I can imagine things like champion Praetorians instead of just regular Praetorians, and kind of updating it slightly to the modern context, but still preserving that like classic feel.
This fall when the expansion comes out, not only are we going to be bringing back Cosmodrome and adding Europa, but we're going to look at some of that content that's been in the game for a long time, that's been free, that isn't actively played, and that's when some of that is going to be vaulted.
Well, after the show, we're going to have a much more in-depth article that you can read on our plans for vaulting content on Bungie.net, and why we're taking this unprecedented approach and what it means for the game this year and for the game going forward. We're also going to be conducting a bunch of interviews to answer your big questions, and we will continue the conversation with coverage in our ongoing This Week at Bungie community conversations, as well as there will be a bunch of player support and DPS articles about this all summer long. You know, we've